anxious child. I didn't like sleeping in the dark, and some of you may relate to this. I wanted my parents to keep the hall light on all night, and I needed my door open a crack so I could see the light and I could sense it, even if I was asleep. And having my door open just a crack, also it meant that I could sense them, even if I was asleep. For many of us, darkness can be disorienting. So we have night lights in our rooms, and we have flashlights on our phones. And in Judaism, we have lots of holidays and prayers to also help us to acknowledge the vulnerability that we feel when it's dark outside. The thing is, these prayers and these holidays, they don't demonize the darkness. Darkness isn't bad in Judaism. Instead, they remind us that this is also part of life. So we offer blessings that remind us that just as the sun sets, it comes back up the next day. It always returns. And then we have holidays like Hanukkah, for example, that give us these opportunities to come together even at the darkest times of the year. In the summertime, darkness also offers us this magical opportunity to come together. And so we think about our ancestors gathering around a fire or their precious candlelight so they could see one another and connect. And now we have summertime bonfires and we have sparklers with cookouts. And they give us an opportunity to find connection through darkness, not despite of it, but because of it. These experiences are a reminder that what is most frightening about the darkness is the feeling of isolation it may bring to us. In fact, in one commentary about the 10 plagues, as the Israelites left Egypt, a rabbinic ancestor wonders why darkness is the 9th plague, because the plagues were supposed to get increasingly more severe. So if darkness was the 9th plague, that meant it had to be almost the most intense, almost the most frightening. Almost the worst thing that the Egyptians suffered. And the answer that this rabbinic ancestor comes up with is to say that what made the darkness so terrifying in this situation was that it was isolating. The people couldn't even see somebody standing right next to them. The loneliness was really the plague, not the darkness. So in Judaism, we have these opportunities then to come together. And as summer comes to an end, we might be tempted to mourn the end of the long days and that end of that extra sunshine. But let's instead embrace these final weeks and look for more ways to gather together, creating more spiritual brightness. Whether we need a hall light on or we need a sparkler in the backyard, these are all opportunities for us to draw close to the people dearest to us, to lean on them for warmth, whether we have a fire pit going or not. As darkness falls, we will not cry or shed a tear. Instead, we get to stand by one another as we sing these summertime songs and gather together, even if the moon is the only light we see.